Hey guys, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy Eneghalu, and my setting I know is so different. I know. Yeah, but that's because I'm in somewhere that's not my house, obviously, right? Anyway, I thought to make this video, especially for those of you who are coming into the UK and you're settling in and you need to know the things that you need to do for you to be able to settle in, right? That's what I'm doing this video for. Come and join me. We're having grapes. Thank you. um. Anyway, coming to the UK, there's some things that you need to do to be able to settle down, right? And I'm going to start with the very first one, which is your name. I know in Nigeria, like this name is like the most annoying thing to Nigerians, considering the drama around it when I'm back home. But here it's very important because it's almost like they call it NI. You almost cannot even get a job, some kinds of job, if you don't have this. It's called the NI number, right? And it's something that you have to apply for. When I came in, I made my application and it wasn't even up to, I think I applied last year, even though I didn't hear from them and I was wondering. So I think the issue with mine was that, for those of you on my WhatsApp, when I was ranting about the fact that everybody knows me as Joy Eneghalu, right? But my passport is saying my original name is Oluchi. So that mistake. So I had to do another application with the Oluchi Joy Eneghalu. That's like the way the name is written on my passport. And surprisingly, I got a response, like my NI was delivered to me in my house, right? So yeah, that's the first thing that you need to do when you come. Just quickly apply for your NI. Then the second thing is registering with your GP, all right? You need to register with your GP. What a GP is pretty much a doctor, because you have to register with a GP around where you're living. You already paid for it through your NHS. So once you come, just try to, what I did was to Google GP around me, and it brought up some names of some clinics, and I decided to choose one. Then I went to the clinic and I registered. I let them know that, oh, I'm a student, I just came in, and I'm applying to sign up with a GP, and I'm here. That's why I'm here. So they'll give you a form and you fill it. That's exactly how they did it with me. I know you're hearing fion somewhere. There's a bird called Monty. He's making so much noise. Just bear with me. All right. Then the third one is to register to vote, right? Register to vote. This one I didn't even know about it. Like, it was even my friend Precious who was like, "Oh, you need to register to vote. Register to vote." And I'm like, "Okay, let's register to vote now." I'll register to vote, and in like 2 weeks, they responded. They sent like a letter to the house saying, "Oh, it has been successful." And in the UK, all of us are forming technology in Nigeria. Like in Nigeria, you hardly see papers. People send, but UK, they can like to send letter, Jesu, everything, letter, postcode, like kilo day. They can like to send letter. But that's okay anyway. So you're going to receive all of that information. They're going to send, when it is successful, they'll send you a letter to your house telling you that it has been successful, right? Then the next thing you need to do is a bank account. In fact, this one was even number one when I came. A bank account. Now, when you get to the UK, right? So especially if you're a student, there's something called a bank letter that you need to get from your school. So if you have a student portal, it will generally be on your student portal. You just need to go there and download it. For my own, I had a little issue, right? And the issue was that of course, my name issue, that was the problem. The name of my school was Joy Oluchi Eneghalu. My passport was saying Oluchi Joy Eneghalu. So I had to go back to my school to change my name to Oluchi Joy Eneghalu. So my certificate is actually going to be saying Oluchi Joy Eneghalu by the time I graduate. Funny, I know. Anyway, you just go to open a bank account. However, you can actually open a bank account online. That's what I did. And I'm going to leave all of these links to all things I'm talking about. I'm going to leave it below in the description box. open a bank account. The one I use is very safe. It's called Revolut. There's one called Monzo, and for me, I use Revolut and it's really safe. I've not had any issues with them, right? So, of course, I've seen people talk about a lot of things, but personally, I've not had issues. They've served me well. So, Revolut is going to send you like an ATM card to your house. There's also a virtual card, that you can put in your Apple Wallet. You can, because here most of the POS services are like contactless, so you actually don't even need the physical card. Once it's on your phone, just put your phone screen. Once the card comes up, put on your phone screen on the POS, and boom, you've made your payments. So there, that's it. Then the next one is your BRP, biometric resident permit. I think that's what it's called here. BRP. So this one is also like a function of your school. Your school will actually tell you when you're going to come and collect the BRP from them, okay? And this BRP is very, very important. It's not something that you move around with. One of the things I did was to just scan the BRP, both front and back, because so many things you're going to apply for, they're going to ask you for your BRP number, ask you to scan it, all those things. So I just scanned the front and the back, and I just saved it in my phone so that whenever I need it, instead of carrying it up and down, because you don't want story, and you make sure you keep it well, because if you lose it, it's going to cost you a lot of money to actually get another one. All right. Then the next thing is your DBS. So this one's like a background check. Before you get any job in this country, that company is going to do a security check on you, and so I think that DBS cost me about roughly £52 to do. I think about £52 to do, right? So you have to do that DBS. You are going to get the results. They're going to ask you to give like the history of all the addresses you ever lived in your life since you were born. And there must be no space. Each one must go into the order, so you need to. But I mean, for some of us that have, for someone like me, I know I have plenty addresses. Well, me, I cannot be putting all those things. So it's like the very formal one. Of course, for a very long time in my life, I lived with my parents. So yeah, that was like the first address. That's like the first house before we moved to the second house, my parents' house. And then. Yeah, I think that's it. So I didn't even bother putting my university accommodation, because that's not like a formal this thing. Then I put this one I'm living in now as my third address. Okay, so you can actually go about it like that. It's going to cost you roughly about £52 to do, and once the result is out, they will also send it to you via letter to your house. All right, good. And then the last one here is the provisional driver's license. Guys, if you know that you don't know how to drive, please learn how to drive in Nigeria. Learning how to drive here is so expensive. My goodness, like 1 hour is like £50, and they say you need an average of even how many hours? You need like, I think they say it's 22 hours that you need to learn how to drive. So imagine £50 times 22 hours, how much is going to cost you, so you need to learn how to drive. But however, the provisional driver's license is good for you to get. I think it costs about £13 to get. I'm not sure, if my memory serves me right. So it's important that you get it. And this one is actually for, even if you don't know how to drive, you can get it just for you to easy to apply for jobs. I'm currently trying to apply for mine, but I'm going to advise you to learn how to drive. Nobody said I know how to drive. I was taught by two different street humans. I was taught how to drive in Nigeria, but the problem now say you carry car comot enter road. I no just gree carry car enter road, because I can't even imagine the thoughts of having to drive for myself and drive for another person. That madness in Lagos, I wasn't about to deal with it, But hey, it's something that I'm willing to do here, because so far so good. I've been on the road and I've seen that almost everybody here is saying everybody knows when to wait and when to move. So this was not a question of being smart, because if you are smart yourself, now you sabi camera dey road, then snap you, carry money, come meet you, £200 and something. It is your luck. And if you don't pay on time, interest will be accruing on it, So things like that. So I'm actually very comfortable learning and driving here, no problem. But I just could not imagine driving in Lagos, because that madness was just out of this world. So I blatantly refused that I wasn't going to drive in Lagos. Thank you to the taxi companies in Lagos. We love you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So that's everything that you need to know about, settling down, part of your settling down, your part of your settling down plan when you come to the UK, the things that you need to apply for. All right, and like I said, the links are just in the description box below for everyone. Just click, and yeah, that's it. Okay. So I hope you got so much value from this video. Let me know. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, especially subscribe and turn on the notification bell because your girl needs to be encouraged. So encourage me, okay? Good. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I remain your girl, Joy, and I'll see you next time. Peace.